Another night the same, where every dream's a nightmare. And though I'll take the blame, I'll keep pretending I don't care. I used to feel okay, I didn't mind pretending the pain would go away. That fairy tale is ending. Before I was so happy, even if a little blind. Now every single day I see a world that's so unkind. I wanna find the good, but I'm not sure there's good to find. Can someone please change my mind? Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind.
Lights up on the waiting room. Doc, a middle-aged woman in a lab coat, enters from a door in the back.
What if one of them doesn't show up?
That won't happen.
What if they don't want to do it?
Don't think about it. Are you breathing? I wish I had an opportunity like this when I was your age. You never think you're ready to lead a study, but it's exactly what you need.
Right. Exciting stuff.
Let's go over them again. Little crash course before the final.
Let's do it.
Doc grabs a clipboard from a desk stage right.
Edward Costello.
Lights up on Edward, sitting in a chair at a therapy session.
An interesting young man, vitamin D deficient, prefers to enjoy his company online rather than in the real world. He wants to change that, but he can't seem to get himself to make it happen. His parents signed the consent forms very quickly.
It's like a video game. I need to level myself up. If I don't meet any new people, which I don't, it's my job to go out of my way and talk to girls. And if I'm not weird about it, why would she be? And, well, I am weird usually, so, that is a problem. But if I could just get out of my head and go talk to her, nothing is gonna be weird, right?
Today won't be the same. Today she'll finally see me, and then she'll know my name, and it won't suck to be me.
Ray Benson.
Lights up on Ray. Same therapy, different session.
An addict, clear as they come. His problem isn't that he struggles to quit, he just doesn't want to. And with his parents paying off all his expenses, he doesn't have to. Maybe we can do something about that.
It's the same shit every time. None of this excites me. Our world today, nothing changes. You've got to decide what you're gonna do and stick to it. Don't like what you chose? Have fun going back through 8 years of overpriced education. Not that I ever went to school. And I love the outdoors. I can't sit still, Valerie.
Holly.
Sure. Listen, the only reason I'm doing these little psychotherapy sessions is because it gets my dad off my back about rehab. I don't need you trying to dig out the skeletons in my closet. I packed those fuckers deep behind the drywall. You're not going to get me to quit.
To quit? He told me to quit.
Deirdre Williams, I feel so sorry for her.
I am not quitting. Not now, not ever. I can't believe he would say that to me. Making peace today will bring peace in the end. What kind of cryptic BS is that? It's my wife and it's our decision. I'm not giving up. Not now, not ever. I never want to hear another person tell me it's not worth the fight.
Another sleepless night.
Another perfect
With
night.
someone different might just
Chasing
quit.
every day.
I'll keep
I
up
don't
the
care
fight.
what's right.
'Cause I know that it's worth it.
And Blake O'Shaughnessy. Couldn't get him to admit to it?
Nope.
Perfect.
I don't have the money. There won't be a retrial. Do they even have them in cases like these? I was kind, I was polite, I behaved exactly how my lawyer told me to. And nobody cared!
And every single day I hate this world that God designed. Apparently I'm only what my one mistake defined.
I wish wish there was a way for me to leave it all behind.
God,
Someone please change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. The future came too fast. I'm still dealing with my past. I spend my nights awake. Will I ever catch a break? I wish I could rewind, leave this living hell behind. I know somewhere out there there's a better life to find. Can someone please?
What if I told you there was a procedure that could change the way you think? You could squash your greatest fears, spend every day happier, and change your life forever. And all you would need to do is come to our office for the day.
Really?
You're lying.
tell me more.
Well, why the hell not?
Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. Another night the same.
Day won't be the
I
same.
used to feel okay.
I'll know just what to say.
There's no such thing as right. My one mistake to
Put
find.
me and I
Can't
can't.
turn another page.
I'll never change my
I'll
mind.
never change my mind.
Never change my mind.
Never change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind.
Listen, if you still want to decide who gets the treatment, it's on the table. I don't want to force you or anything, but if the stories move you enough, the choice is yours.
I don't... Sure, Doc. Thanks.
Hey, don't worry about it. Hey.
Holly, we both understand this work we do is bigger than today. Yes, all the midnight hours, all the nights you skip the showers for the work mean more than I can say. But that something bigger turns to nothing if we turn our backs and run away. So clear your mind, collect yourself, close your eyes, take a sec, and breathe.
Remember, in 4 counts, out 4 counts.
Breathe.
That's it. We'll give our spiel, then it's up to you. I'll be right there with you the whole time in case you need anything. But you won't. You'll be perfect.
Breathe, Holly. Holly, just breathe. 4 years of college, the top of your class, grinding through med school and busting your ass. 2 years with Doc, now you've made it this far. Why can't she see just how panicked you are? 4 people's lives in the palm of your hand. 6 hours to choose if the day goes as planned. Heart rate is climbing, and what can you do? What would your sister say? Holly, just breathe. Take a step back and just breathe. You're on the right track, so just breathe. In through your nose, then blow out through your mouth and repeat. Holly, breathe. Put on your armor and breathe. Holly, the charmer, just breathe. Can't let them see all the scars that you hide. would she notice you ran? No way around it, that much you knew. Seems like the only way forward is through. Someone will leave with the chance to restart. Everyone else has their life torn apart. Stick to the positive. Smile and nod. Don't let them see that you're scared to play God. 'Cause the choice is up to you. So the only thing to do is breathe. Now's your last chance to just breathe. Steady your stance and just breathe. In through your nose, then blow out through your mouth and repeat. Holly, breathe. You can stay strong if you breathe. Nothing goes wrong when you breathe. No one gets hurt and there's no pain to hide underneath. So clear your mind and take a sec and look before you leap, lest you risk the fall. Look for much too long, never jump at all. Keep it all inside, push it underneath. Laugh to mask your pain, no skin off your teeth. Like a mantra, let it play. I can almost hear her say, Holly, breathe. Just breathe. Holly, breathe. Just breathe. Hello, everyone.
Yo.
Hey.
Hello?
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Today, well, you all remember me, of course. Why don't we start by going around the circle and giving our names? Why don't you go first, Mr. O'Shaughnessy?
Blake O'Shaughnessy? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What are we doing here?
Well, as each of you know, you've been working with me for the last couple of weeks in your therapy sessions with me.
Wait, so we're all your patients?
Could you say your name for the group, please, Edward?
Yeah, that's my name, the one you just said. Are we all your patients?
You're not allowed to ask that.
How old are you, Edward? Oh, my name is Dee, by the way.
You're not allowed to ask that.
Yes, I'm sorry. I should clarify. All of you were or are my patients. If you remember on those release forms you signed.
I never read those.
But you said you had something for us. You said you had a treatment, but you needed more information. I don't understand what this is. Group therapy?
Yes, well, this isn't the treatment.
Don't they usually have donuts at group therapy? Like, if you want my advice, you should definitely bring food to these things.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I promise I'm really not. But you said that you had something that could change the way we think, change the way we are. If that's true, I'll do whatever you ask me to do. But if it's not, then I'm just gonna leave. I'm sorry.
Oh no, done so soon. I was really hoping to get to know you guys. You all seem really sweet.
Wait, what we have here is
Each of you has been selected for a preliminary drug trial based on information you've disclosed to my assistant, Holly, during your previous assessment. As you've been informed, our drug has the potential to change one aspect of your personality, which you may choose permanently. Do you cry at ASPCA commercials? Road rage getting especially bad? Are you a narcissist? We can fix it. Think of our treatment as a radio dial for your brain. All we need you to do is share your stories. At the end of the day, each of you will be given a dosage. 3 will be placebos, and 1 will be the real thing.
We just need to tell you what we told her. Nothing else.
Why do we have to be in a group?
Our treatment acts as an inhibitor, just like an SSRI. Think of it as blocking the brain's response to pain or certain negative emotions permanently. But it won't work unless you act like the version of yourself you want to become. Many compelling studies have concluded that group therapy is the most effective in eliciting moments of strong reflection in relation to those around you. The best way to figure out exactly what you need. That, and we're out of funding.
So, who wants to go first?
I mean, I don't have to go first if nobody else wants to.
The rules, Holly.
My name's Holly and I'm pleased to meet you. And on behalf of Doc, we wish we could treat all of you. Please know I understand why you may be scared. But if you listen up, we'll all be prepared. Things will run smoothly if we follow the plan. And with that said, I think it's time we began.
Okay, Edward, tell us why you deserve this procedure.
But I didn't volunteer.
I know. That's why.
That's cruel and unusual punishment.
If he doesn't want to go first, I'll go.
Hold on.
It seems like Mr. and Mrs. Downer will be very happy to go first.
I really can't do the going first thing. I can't.
Are you gonna force it out of him?
Please don't talk over me or speak out of turn. If you agree to that, I know we can learn all of the rules of the road.
Excuse me, Ray, I don't want offhand comments. We're all adults.
Yeah! My name's Ray, by the way, since she never let me introduce myself.
Edward's not an adult. I bet he's still in high school.
That's enough! You all made it to this stage of the trial for a reason. Now, as we were.
We'll start by sharing why exactly we're here.
I could go first, my life is ruined in one single year.
Well, are you married?
Sure, that isn't okay.
And you said I'm single, man.
Call me.
Yeah, right.
Okay, anyway, this space is judgment-free, so share as you like.
Well, what if that sounds too personal?
Then why did you come? Take a hike!
Alright, where were we? Speak from statements of I. Assume the best intentions, give it a try. 'Cause these are the rules of the road.
I wish that I could disappear.
Oh God, I think they smell my feet.
This is a waste of time.
I think that I should go. Breathe out and smile, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna make the treatment
I'm gonna miss
My shot to finally find the chance to change my mind.
I promise each of you will get the chance to prove your worthiness of my scientific advance. But I assure you I will show you the door if you don't think that you can really be sure to follow the rules of the road. The rules of the road.
The rules of the road.
What I'm trying to say is that you all have an equal opportunity here. You're all starting on the same level, okay? I promise everyone will have a chance to speak. This is gonna be fair, to the point, low stakes. Okay, Edward, we're ready?
Low stakes? You know what you're offering here, right?
If the kid doesn't want it, let him decide that for himself.
He's so young. You can't expect a child to make such a big decision on his own.
I'm 17, actually.
Let him speak. He's going first.
Wait, no.
Edward, what's your story? Why do you want this?
Does he even want this?
Yes, I do. I do.
Let him speak.
Sorry. Sharing things about myself is hard.
No, don't apologize. Do not apologize. What do you do, Edward? Do you have a job?
Is that important?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, it's kind of stupid.
What do you mean by that?
It's not impressive.
You're a teenager.
I work at the mall.
Do you like working there?
No.
Why not?
I work at, like, a kiosk.
And what's so bad about that?
If I worked at a mall, I'd fucking kill myself.
What's so bad about that?
I don't know. I mean, I have to, like, get people's attention. Get them to come over to us.
And that's hard for you?
Yes. Really hard.
So that's what you want to change?
Well, yes. I mean, no. So there's this girl I like.
Keep going.
She works at the Annie Ann's across from my kiosk. I wanna, date her.
Why can't you?
I don't know. I mean, what would she see in me? What would we even talk about? It's really intimidating.
Edward, do you think the feelings that stop you from talking to this girl are the same ones that stop you from sharing with us?
I don't know.
Let's talk about friends. You talk to them, right, Edward?
Yeah, of course I do.
And you don't have any problem with that, right?
No. I mean, I guess I don't really talk about anything super personal with them.
How do you spend time with them?
I don't know. We play games and stuff.
Video games, right?
Sure. Sometimes.
Tell me some.
A lot of stuff.
Tell me some of them. You know, a lot of girls think it's really cute when guys are honest about what they like.
We play D&D sometimes. That one's not a video game though.
D&D, I've played that before. That game's great.
No, you haven't. You're just saying that.
I'm not. It's fun. You roleplay a character and you take him on a quest and get loot and stuff. It's great. I'm pretty hardcore, actually.
No way.
I am. You're not casual, are you?
No. I'm hardcore.
How hardcore are you?
Like, so hardcore.
What the fuck?
Lights change. We snap to Holly and Doc in the same room earlier in the week.
Our memories and how we respond to them, that's the key to all of this. Our body's hormonal and emotional response to trauma is what causes PTSD and other related afflictions. Our brains are preparing us for the next time we're in those situations and trying to avoid them at all costs.
I know, Doc.
Just making sure you haven't forgotten your education. We need them to push through those trauma responses in the group setting if we want this to work.
But what about the ones who don't have a specific event or memory?
For the one who's given us no indication of one, we have to bring them into those responsive feelings some other way. To put it bluntly, we have to brute force it.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Exactly.
Snap out of Holly and Doc earlier in the week. We are back to the waiting room at the same point in time we left off.
Listen, Edward, I have an idea. Why don't we role play like in the game? You pretend that one of us is this girl. You walk up to whoever it is and say what it is you want to say to her.
That's an excellent idea, Holly.
This is so weird.
Are you volunteering, Mr. Benson?
No, I didn't say anything.
I'll be the girl, Edward. It's okay.
All right. Okay. Hey, Penelope.
This is just too sweet.
You're doing great, Edward.
I've been watching you for a really long time, and
Not so great.
Not how you woo a woman.
And how would you know?
I'm married. People don't get married if they don't like each other.
Right. How could I forget?
You don't want me to be honest?
No, always be honest. It just sounds a little too forward. Try again. It's okay.
As Edward begins speaking, the lights change, and we are transported to the mall. Holly is swapped for the real Penelope, played by the same actor as Doc.
Okay. Hey, Penelope. I've been noticing you for a while. Not in a weird way, though. I work at that kiosk right over there.
Uh-huh.
I've been, noticing you. I've been noticing you because I think you're really pretty.
Right.
And I was just wondering if maybe you would want to go out with me?
Sorry?
I said I was wondering if maybe you would like to...
A mean guy, played by Ray, approaches and stands behind Edward.
Hey, asshole, you're holding up the line. Hurry up and order. I want my cinnamon bite.
Snap out of the mall. Everyone is back as their normal characters.
Did you hear me, man? I want my goddamn cinnamon bites.
Apologize to him.
What? I'm being realistic. I'm helping him out.
Maybe I can't do it.
Edward, please believe me, you were doing exactly what we needed. If you got the treatment, that's all you would need to do. Just go up and talk to her.
But maybe it's not just that. Maybe it's just me.
You can, Edward. You were just doing it.
You can help me be more confident, but you can't change the way people think of me.
Edward.
Or what I look like.
Girls like guys who are 6 feet tall, with fancy cars and chiseled faces. I work part-time at the mall, have acne scars and sell iPhone cases. I guarantee no change will start with me. There's someone else I need to be. It's time to sing a different song and finally make my life go right. So I can go for it. I'll finally go for it. No laying low, no need to hide. If I could go for it, just once I'd go for it, and she would like the nerd inside.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd or playing games.
I know. Gamers live 1,000 lives while other people only live one. I just need to act like it.
I'm Super Mario. I'll get a star, then go find Princess Peach and save the day.
Yeah, you're gonna catch 'em all and use the Pokeball.
That's not the same, but sure, okay. I want it to feel like I'm worthy of her. No signs of being weak. I'd sweep her off of her size 6 feet. If I could only speak, then I would go for it. And I just know that it would be like D&D, but real. Raise my charisma stat and show her where it's at. And like a thief, her heart I'll steal. Yeah, it's like Doctor Who. But it's like series 2, so I've gotta change my face.
Yes, he does that.
And I can't wait to see her when I regenerate from a 4 to a 10.
Okay, you've lost me.
I can't change the face I've got. I hope she'll like me, but probably not.
How do you know? Unless you go for it, so you can show you're it. You'll never know if you don't try.
Yes, I gotta go for it, so I can go for it. I gotta kiss my nerves goodbye. I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna finally change my mind.
You're gonna go for it,
I'll really go for it, and leave this lonely life.
leave this lonely life
behind.
Edward, that was amazing. See, it won't be that hard.
Fantastic work.
That felt good.
This is all we need to do? You sure?
Yes, it's what's best for us, and it's what's best for you.
Well, hold on there. You guys are saying you can pop this kid a pill, tell him to believe in himself, and that's gonna change who he is forever? Listen, I'm sorry, kid, but it sounds like you've already figured that out for yourself. This isn't a plastic surgery clinic. If she doesn't like you, maybe there are some things you have to admit to yourself.
That was a real nice story, but I'm sorry to say that you don't need a doctor just to get you a lay. Even a nerd like you can think of some other way. Now let the grown-ups talk and call it a day. That was a real cute tale, but that doesn't change the fact that all that's wrong with you is just that you're strange. The rest of us have problems we would gladly exchange, and that's a thing that Doc can arrange.
Breathe, Edward. Edward, just breathe.
That was a real nice effort, but we're calling your bluff. It's necessary, don't feel bad or think that you're tough. And while we understand your life has been rather rough, we all agree you've said quite enough.
Edward, you seem like a really sweet kid. You remind me of my son. Every guy goes through an awkward phase, but it'll pass. I hope we don't sound too harsh. It's just... And I'm going to assume I'm speaking for everyone here. The rest of us are adults, and we have problems that are a little more complicated. It might be hard for you to understand.
Why do you call me kid? I'm not a kid.
I'm sorry. You look young. My son's only 11, so...
Your stories are so complicated? Then tell them. I'll do my best to understand. Stop saying I won't understand them if you haven't even told them.
He grew some balls. Look at that. Stuff's not in the air already, is it?
Edward, thank you. Truly. Let's move on.
May I ask a question? Sorry if I'm speaking out of turn.
Go ahead, Mr. O'Shaughnessy.
Are you going to tell us which one of us gets it? At the end, I mean.
That's not how this works. Clinical trials are random.
How would you know?
I'm a nurse. These things have protocols, rules.
Right.
We haven't come to a decision yet, actually.
Could we know? I was just wondering if we can know who is...
Listen, I don't think that this is exactly...
One at a time, please?
I would like to go.
I just want to ask a question. Will you let me do that?
Yes, Of course.
Thank you. You know, she said we'd all get our turns. I don't see what's so bad about letting me ask a question.
There's nothing bad about it. I didn't say that.
Feels like you think I don't matter.
Ask your question, Mr. O'Shaughnessy. Blake.
Since we're being judged, how do we win?
Hold on, there's no winning. It's your experience. We just need you to be honest.
I didn't say I wouldn't be honest. I'm not a liar.
Nobody said you were a liar.
Let me speak, please. It's not about being dishonest, but what elements of our stories are the most important. I would like to know how we're being judged. I think it's only fair. I'm not trying to be rude, but how can you say there's no winning when you've set it up like a competition?
I would like to go, please.
Seems like some of us are competing already.
Who is?
You are.
How?
You're trying to go next.
No, I want to go. I want to leave.
Why do you want to leave?
I will remind everyone that under the agreed upon terms, it is required for you to stay for the entire session.
In an IRB approved trial, participants are allowed to leave at any time, and this isn't even that, so I should be at work. Sorry. I should be at work.
And we are back where we started.
I have no desire to compete. If that's what this is, I want to go to work. That's all.
Holly.
What can I do to make you stay?
I'll say, as someone who would also like to leave, you guys have quite a few rules for us, but you're the ones who need us. We don't need you.
We need them if we want this. Hey, I was gonna leave at the beginning, but now I'm not. Why not just give it to me?
They need all of us to be a control group.
Yes, we do.
Yes, but the way we're doing this might not be perfect, but there is no one else out there who has something like we have. I know you know it. We want to help you. That's what this is about. Dee, we're willing to do whatever we have to get you to stay.
What would you do for someone like me? Huh? Because I don't like your dumb little rules. If I want to talk, then I want to fucking talk. I don't like waiting for someone to say it's okay.
If we need to bend some of the rules to get you to stay, let's bend them.
You're gonna let me mouth off to whoever I want. Really?
I don't want him making any more comments like he's been doing. If I'm gonna share, I don't want him saying those things.
Okay, let's say this. If we want to ask each other questions, if we want to try and analyze something in someone's story, that's okay. But, Ray, it's not an attack. And for all of you, nothing is competitive. That doesn't help anybody.
Well, that's unfortunate, because I'm really only staying for the entertainment.
Ray, I'm sorry I have to say this, but I know if you walk out that door, you might not have anywhere to go.
Kinda seems like something I should be telling these people.
First rule broken. We can help you.
You don't have anywhere to go?
Oh, like you fucking care.
If you tell your story, maybe I will.
Well, as you can probably tell, I'm not exactly here by choice.
Snap into Ray's apartment building. Ray walks in. Ray's dad, played by the same actor for Blake, is already there.
Nope.
Don't walk out that door.
I get home one night, and my dad is waiting in my apartment.
This is an intervention, Ray.
He's sitting there with his feet on the couch like he owns the place. How did you get in?
I'm the one paying. You don't think I'd make myself the key?
Okay, he kind of owns the place.
Don't be a moron. Take a moment and think for one fucking second sometime, huh?
Don't call me a moron.
That's what you are. You're a fucking moron. You think you can just quit like that without me finding out? I know all the guys there. How do you think I got you that job? You're a fucking moron.
I hate it there.
I don't care if you hate it. As long as you're wiping your sorry ass with my money, you're gonna do something with your life.
He's got this perfect picture of what I'm supposed to be, but he won't get the message that it doesn't fucking fit. It never will. And you know what? It's his fucking fault, because he's the one who spoiled me with all his fucking money.
Picture me waking up each day with a mountain at my feet. I know that life's gonna go my way and it's feeling fucking sweet. Climbing higher and feeling bolder, no worry of the fall. I never feel like I'm growing older and I never hit the wall. And I never have to worry. Life is great, so what's the hurry? I'm invincible and I'm not afraid, 'cause you know I love this life I've made. I'm invincible, never gonna die, never scared of heights when you know you'll fly. When you're invincible, no one tells you stop, so you're always landing on the top. And I don't know who I'd be if you took this life from me.
You're done, Ray. This is the last time. Go back to work tomorrow. Go to rehab, go to therapy, do something. If you really want to run away and never see me again, if that's really what you want, then do that. But you'll never see my money again either.
Now my dad's telling me to choose, get a job or hit the streets. He says his cash isn't mine to use, and I start to feel the heat. Every day, every old routine, and my life has lost its flame. Pushing pencils and watching screens while adventure calls my name. So I start to drink the day away, and there's only one thing left to say. I'm invincible, but you clipped my wings. Now my life is only boring things. I'm invincible, so it's no surprise that I had to find some other highs. I was invincible, life was mine to take, and the choice is always mine to make. Call it selfish, call it greed, only I know what I need. Simple habits have this way of inhabiting your everyday. First it's booze and then you lose your common sense, your will to choose. You just keep going round again and 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 again. So I blew my life to bits. Might be time to call it quits. Now fuck that, I'm just playing, I'm invincible every single day, and there's nothing standing in my way. I'm invincible till the end of time, even if the way I live's a crime. Fucking invincible, and you can kiss my ass. Not a single person gets to pass, cause I love the way I am, and I just don't give a damn.
Okay. Voila. I did my part. What do y'all think?
You're joking, right?
Why would I be joking?
You have the resources to get better. Why aren't you using them?
Your father was giving you a chance. Why didn't you take it?
That was a real nice story, but what gives you the right to tell me I should just give up without any fight? You're just a no-good addict full of hatred and spite, and I bet you sleep alone every night. Well, we all have struggles and we all have our pain, but it would seem for you that that's a cause for champagne. So maybe you're the one who's most messed up in the brain, but you don't deserve it, simple and plain.
Snap in once again to Doc and Holly earlier in the week.
You want me to lead the room?
I do. I trust you.
Why would you want that?
I was struck by what you told me the other day, Holly. Really, I was very happy you felt safe enough to tell me.
It's no big deal.
No, really, thank you. I feel like I have a new understanding of why you chose this work with me. I don't mean to overstep any boundaries, but I think it could really help us.
How?
We're both driven to help these people, but I don't have an experience like yours. I think you could be able to get them to where we need them to go, push them farther than I ever could.
It's a lot to ask.
I understand. And you can say no, of course, but you know what we need them to do in order to get this to work.
I know.
Snap back to the waiting room.
That's enough! All of you!
Yeah, you all were acting like you cared about me being vulnerable, and now look at you. Doing the same thing you hated me for.
You wouldn't know vulnerable if it evicted you itself.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's. D, you go next. Why do you want to go to your job so bad?
Mr. Benson?
Come on! Let me analyze. You need me.
I like my job.
So?
If I don't need to be here, then that's where I want to be.
So you like being told what to do. You said you were a nurse, right?
Let's talk about work, okay? Ray, you hated your job so much you quit. Edward, your job makes you uncomfortable.
I don't like my job much either. I'm not trying to say I don't value work, because work is work. You've got to have a job, you know. But sometimes it feels like my only purpose is working to fill some other guy's pockets.
Exactly! You've got to have a job, but it's for somebody else. It's not for you.
I don't see it that way.
What other way is there to see it? Do you think doctors would be going through all that fucking stress if they didn't make all that money? That's whose pockets you're filling. Or better yet, insurance companies, sucking up wealth from other people's misfortunes. Give me one good reason why you think you're not just a cog in their system.
Snap into a hospital. Dee is carrying a clipboard and an orange prescription bottle of pills. A nurse walks up to Dee, played by the same actor as Edward.
Hey, Deirdre?
Yeah.
I need help with 212.
Refresh my memory.
Old guy.
Aneurysm or dislocated tailbone.
Ouch. Dislocated tailbone? How do you even do that?
Okay, aneurysm. What does he need? Come on, Carl. Is he complaining to let him leave again? Does he want more pain medication? What is it?
He won't take what the doctor gave him before.
Why not?
He keeps saying he knows what we charge for it, and he doesn't want it.
Then go tell him he won't recover and we won't be able to let him leave, and he'll stay here even longer and have to pay even more.
He says he didn't even want to come to the hospital anyway. He says he can't pay for any of it. No insurance. What do I do? Do I make him take it?
No. Hey, no. Listen. Take these. Take these to him. Give him 2. And bring the rest back to me. Tell him he doesn't have to worry about the money. Tell him these are covered. He'll be discharged by the end of the day.
Are you going to log these?
Yes, they're logged. Bring them to him.
Whose are they?
Go, Carl.
Snap out of the hospital.
Okay. Maybe I was wrong about you, little Miss Rule Breaker.
Dee, that's serious. That's insurance fraud. You could have your nursing license suspended. A lot worse than that, even. If this were a real trial, I'd have to report you.
I know.
Hey, I feel closer to you now. I'm serious. Thanks for sharing. I think if I were a nurse, I'd be stealing drugs too.
It's not like that. We're not the same.
What about the person you took them from?
A young man with a torn ACL. No other complication, no pre-existing conditions, nothing like that. Nothing to indicate he won't be perfectly fine. Listen, that was the first time I ever broke a rule. Any rule. I've been there for 6 years, but screw it. I know what I'm doing. I can't fix everything, but I'm helping people whenever I can.
How was that your decision to make?
It wasn't like I was stealing opiates.
But why would someone go broke over, like, a single aspirin?
Hospitals can charge hundreds of dollars for something that small. I've seen it happen.
And you did this even though it's a job you love?
I did.
Something that destructive?
Yes.
Dee, I know this will be hard, but I believe there's more you need to share. Take us back.
Snap into the hospital once again, with Dee and the nurse played by the same actors as before. A doctor, played by the same actor as Ray, enters.
Deirdre?
Hey, I have those finished patient release forms here.
Kelly's here.
Oh, I know. I drove her here. She has a mammogram. Like, we need another reminder we're getting old, right?
Deirdre, you should go down and see her. Take the day off. Everything's going to be okay.
Ryan exits. We hear the nurse's voice from before.
Deirdre? Your wife? They found something?
It's too late. It's over. It's done. There's nothing we can do. She always told me I'm a natural helper. It's my purpose or something. How the fuck do I go on when I can't help the most important person in my life? I worked my way up from nothing. Up until now, I've always had control. What am I supposed to do?
grief. Just close your eyes and try now.
No, I can't.
It's in your head, I know you know how.
I've never told someone,
and that's okay.
I don't know where to start.
Don't think and you'll know what to say. 'Cause as much as I wish I could change them, and you know that I really would change them, these are the rules of the road. These are the rules of the road.
The rules of the
My life is a candle burnt at both ends, with no time for parties and no time for friends. Will it be worth it? I guess that depends, we'll see. I'm stuck on repeat in an endless routine of trying to breathe in the spaces between. But I do it for her, 'cause that's what love means to me. It means minutes spent with each other. That's what I have while she's here. But minutes fade into seconds and moments that soon disappear. Can I make these moments a year? How can I make it a year? My life is a boulder I'm pushing uphill, and sometimes it feels like I'm waiting until the day it falls down. When it does, it'll kill me. Can't even enjoy the time that we've spent on thinking of treatment and paying for rent. How can I give her the life that she's meant to see? All these minutes spent with each other, that's all that I have while she's here. But minutes fade into seconds and moments that soon disappear. Can I make these moments a year? How can I make it a year? The future came too fast. Give me back my past. 'Cause each day I spend with her, I know will end with her hearing her way towards the edge. Can I make it last? All these minutes spent with each other, that's all that I have while she's still here. But minutes fade into seconds and moments that soon disappear. Can I make these moments a year? How can I make it? How can I make it so years we've loved one another don't suddenly just disappear? So this life we've built for each other is more than an ending of fear. The time that we still have left is too short. How can I keep her here? Can I make these moments a year? How can I make it a year? Can I make a moment a year? How can I make it a year?
That was a real nice story, Dee. Not nice, but you know, I'm really proud of you for being willing to show the scars you hide so you can finally grow. Now you're done, and there's not long left to go.
I couldn't see this coming.
Thank you, Dee.
I'm glad you shared, Miss D. I think I understand why you did what you did. Your family. That's your purpose. That's your rock. When that's threatened, I can understand it. That's all.
Can I ask a question?
Of course, Edward.
How do you guys know what the right purpose is, though? What do you want to do with your life? I mean, I feel like I should know by now, right? But I've got no idea. I'm just working at the mall because it's the only thing there is.
Edward, I had no idea when I was your age.
That's normal for a boy. That's healthy, and hey, you're asking about it, so you're eager. That's also good. Employers will love that. You know, I was just having this conversation with Jimmy the other day. Jimmy's my son. You really remind me of him. Quite a lot, actually. God, don't you just wish we could have another world war?
What? No! In fact, I do not wish we would have another world war.
I'm sorry, you didn't just say that.
Did I say something wrong? What did I do?
Isn't war, like, bad?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just meant, well, a sense of purpose. That's all I want. Americans killed themselves when they couldn't serve in World War II. I want to feel that way about something.
Thought you were a family man, Blake. Isn't that your purpose?
Go ahead, Blake.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm not doing well. I'm going through a divorce. Nothing clean about it. And my son is, well, you know, custody and all that. I lost it. I'm real sorry. That was a lot. I just wish I had a rock. You know, that's what I meant.
Hey. I understand. Thank you for sharing. It's okay. That was good, right?
Right.
You know, I'm starting to see some similarities between us, too.
What similarities?
We're all just looking for something to help us cope.
Coping. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, that is what I call it. You all are giving me shit for my life choices, but you're looking for the same thing.
What life choices? What life have you ever even tried to build?
No life! That's the fucking point! There's no life out there that means anything for me, so I do drugs. Shit hits the fan, and all of you want the same thing.
Let's be clear, no one is judging you for your addiction, all right?
You're a leech. You go around leeching off of other people.
It's not leeching.
It is leeching. Other people make your mistake once, and they lose everything.
What people? Tell me about them.
People without your money. People who aren't as young and healthy. People with responsibilities. Families that rely on them for support and would lose everything they have going down your path.
So, if I had a family, would I be worthy in your eyes? Would that make my story tragic enough for you?
Yes, I suppose so.
Let's keep talking about family, Blake.
Look, the world doesn't give a shit about any of us. It's going to treat you like dirt, and you have to learn how to stand tall under pressure. Live for what's true.
And our families? That's what's true?
Yes, exactly. We each have our test, and we never know when it will come.
Test? What are you talking about?
The more you talk, the more you sound like a religious freak.
I am religious. I'm proud to say it. None of us are perfect. We each have our battle to fight eventually. We each have our test.
My wife dying? Is that my test? Is that how you see it?
Well, it could be.
That's all it is. A test from God.
I'm on your side. You're doing the right thing. You're standing by her, doing whatever you can for her.
So explain to me why I deserve to be tested.
Well, you committed your life to helping people. That's very good, I think, but you broke the rules.
What rules? The law? With the prescription?
The law, in a sense. Higher law.
Fuck off, man.
Get away from me. I know exactly what you're gonna say to me. Don't compare yourself to me.
Let's take a breath, people. We all just want to get better here.
All I'm saying is that nobody's perfect. You chose marriage. A lot of other people with your lifestyle don't do that.
And why do you think that is? Does it cross your mind why we might not want to? Hypocrite!
I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not a liar. I always own up to my mistake.
Why don't you talk about your mistakes then, Blake?
What?
Talk about your family.
What are you doing? Why do you want me to keep going over it? Don't you understand that it hurts to talk about?
I don't think you've told us everything.
Listen, there's nothing I've told you that I haven't said here.
I know.
I know what I need.
Tell us about that.
I need to get my son back.
How are you going to do that?
With your procedure, with your treatment, that's how I can prove that I can see him again.
You know it doesn't work like that.
What is he talking about?
Blake, if you share with us now, nothing can change for the worse, but you know you have to do it.
No, but I never hid it. I was honest. I was honest. It's not wrong anymore. I did what I was supposed to do. What did I do wrong?
Snap into Blake's house. Nighttime. His son Jimmy stands in front of him, played by the same actor as Edward.
What did I do wrong, Dad?
No!
Snap out. Back to the waiting room.
You're manipulating me. All of you trying to villainize me. Everyone does bad things. Everyone makes mistakes. How am I any worse? I'm not. I'm not worse than any of you. Once. Never again. I don't know when I became someone so quick to come undone, fly off the handle and break. Still, once is enough. Once you get rough, you get crucified. Nowhere for you to hide. You will be burned at the stake. And now I'm all alone. And even if some forgive you, your demons outlive you. The pain becomes too much to take. In clear glass houses, I see right through you. You. People like you. I wish I knew what it's like up there, breathing your better air, safe in your house on the hill. They keep me down. They move uptown with their pretty things, prep schools and diamond rings, long lives and time left to kill. But me, I have no choice. They took my voice when they banished me. God had abandoned me. Ain't that a sick, bitter pill? 'Cause we're all people, we build glass houses, we throw our stones and cry when things break. We're all bad people, we make bad choices, In clear glass houses, I see right through you. The world's out to get me, no one really knows me. All of you just met me, all your demons show me. No one is above me, leave the shit behind me. No one's gonna love me. You're so full of shit, act your little skits. Push me and I'll quit. It was just a...
Blake slams his fist down on his chair.
You said you can't see your son because you lost your custody battle.
That is what I said. It's true. That's why I said it.
No! You don't get to call not being able to see your kid because you hit him. Because you fucking hit him! Losing custody, you psychopath! That's called justice!
That doesn't mean what you think it means.
Then what the fuck does it mean?
You like poking at my wounds. You like kicking me when I'm down. You find an easy target so you can pat yourself on the back and feel better about yourself. You're just like everyone else in this country, walking around miserable, feeling sorry for yourself. But not me. I've started meditating. Isn't that crazy? That's always been some hokey stuff I never believed in. And now you can say those words to me you just said and I rise above it. You can assume to know all about how bad I am, and I rise above it. I've ascended. You can't take the truth away from me anymore.
Thank you, Mr. O'Shaughnessy.
The truth.
Ray?
Let me speak! Explain to me the truth I'm not seeing here. Please.
No one can ever love a boy more than his father. That's the only thing that's important. That's my boy they took away. He's mine.
He's not yours to keep. That's not what a parent does. You're judging his worth based on his ability to follow arbitrary rules that you set out for him.
Mr. Benson, we're moving.
No! Let me speak. It doesn't fucking matter how well you treat a kid when he's your shoes tied, buttoned up, fucking tin soldier idea of a person. What you do, what you did to him when he fell out of line, that's who you truly are. An abuser. He's not your object. He's not yours. Fucking psychopath.
Ray, please.
Don't you see why I need that pill? It's so people will just look at me normal again. You all might not talk like him, but you're all thinking it. I know it. I'm never gonna get a fair chance in this life. Don't I make the most sense to get it? I did what you asked. I was vulnerable. I exposed myself.
What the fuck is this thing going to do for you? You're the problem. I guarantee you, if your son wasn't taken away from you, he'd be gone in 10 years anyway.
The world you hate so much has grown to protect you. We call addiction a mental disorder, and then there's me, living in a world that has decided who I am for me. And I never once picked up a needle, never. I stick to what's true, providing for my family, doing everything I can to make sure my child's life is the best it can be. So you tell me, who's the better person between us?
Don't you think that if the whole world is against you, if people avoid you, if they're afraid of you, that maybe you are a monster after all?
Your father did everything he could to make your life easy. And you lost it.
Don't fucking talk about him.
You lost it. You're weak.
Don't call me weak.
You're a moron.
Holly.
This stops right now!
Say it again!
You're a moron. You're a lazy, ungrateful, good-for-nothing moron!
Ray tackles Blake and wrestles with him on the floor. Each of them throw a couple of punches. Blake breaks free, stands, and lands a punch that knocks Ray down. Blake approaches him with his fist raised to do more damage, but before he can, Edward steps between them.
Oh, God. What am I doing? I am a monster! I'm a monster!
Yeah, you're fucked up in the head.
Everyone has shared. We're done here. We'll give you what we have and you can be on your way.
You can fix me? You can make me a good person?
We can suppress your violent tendencies, yes.
Doc sets out 4 pill cocktails on her desk.
Holly?
What? Oh.
Holly grabs the pills from the desk and distributes them to each of the patients.
You know what? I think I'll be happy if I get this. Maybe I'll stop giving a fuck about shitty parents.
What if I never get custody back? What if I'm going to live a life alone? Will it make me stop caring about my son?
I don't.
Snap back to Holly and Doc earlier in the week.
I have a completely crazy idea.
Oh?
Promise me you'll listen.
We wouldn't be where we are today without your crazy ideas.
I think I want you to decide who will get it. Not me. Not a conversation between the two of us. Just you.
It's supposed to be random. Has to be random.
Had to be random. Had to be. Before they cut off our funding. Why are we still following their standards when we're on our own?
Because those are ethical standards, not just the standards of the board. It would be unethical to break them.
Do you know what I see as unethical? Taking away our money after working this hard for this long, and with every indication that what we are doing is going to work.
But why me? Why not you?
I was thinking about what I said the other day. The reason why we need you to lead the discussion. It only makes sense. If you're the one between the two of us who can best pinpoint their episodes, you should be able to interpret their weight, no? You should be able to decide.
I don't want to weigh people's trauma like that.
It's not weighing people's trauma, it's choosing to help someone.
If it's random, someone will get it anyway.
But surely someone needs it the most, and you'll be able to see that.
Doc, I don't see what happened to me as something that needs to be fixed. I can't relate to them in that way. I can't make that comparison. I don't want to. I can help them find the feelings they want to get rid of. I'm with you. I want to help in that way.
Don't forget why we chose them. We chose the people who we thought needed it the most. Weren't we judging them then? Don't you think that a teenager with extremely limited social contact and a familial history of severe mental illness is going down an irreversible path? Don't you think a man who will never see his family again is likely to abuse the substances he worked so hard to avoid? I can go on.
Give it to everyone. Why not? You want me to choose whose life is the hardest so we can take away their pain, but my own trauma is the best thing about me. It's like some kind of tool for you to use in your game. Which is it, Doc? Am I the best person for the job, or am I just one of your patients? It doesn't seem like you see anything in between.
Holly, you've grown into the wonderful person that you are because of what happened to you. It makes you stronger, and it gives you unmatched experience for the work we're doing. But I'm moving past that. I don't see a world where people can just move on from their trauma. That's step one. I'm envisioning a world where that cycle is crushed. A world where there are no fathers hitting their children because those fathers were never beaten when they were children. A world where no one is crippled by losses that were beyond their control. And I truly believe in that world, there will be no more mothers angry at their children for who they turned out to be, leading to no more daughters afraid of their family and no more drunken car rides because of it.
Snap out, back to the waiting room.
Will it make me stop caring about my son?
You're thinking about this the wrong way, Mr. O'Shaughnessy. It doesn't have to hurt so much while you're apart.
And that's the same with my wife? I don't...
Hey, listen to me. You all came here because you know you need help. You know who you want to be. If you back out now, your lives stay the same. The pain goes on. Nothing changes. Ever. You have the chance to fight back right now. You are in control. Holly, tell them about you.
What?
Tell them your story. Tell them why you do this. Why we do this.
Doc?
Holly, breathe. Tell them your story and breathe. No guts, no glory, just breathe. In through your nose, then blow out through your mouth and repeat.
Every day a woman walks into my office with the sharpest grit and the brightest eyes. But there's pain behind those eyes that can't go away. And every day I wonder how much more determined she'd be, how much brighter she'd shine if she could let go of what's behind her. Let go of a sister long past.
6 years old, I got my very first grown-up bike. Red and blue streamers on the bars. 4 feet tall, prepared to take the world by bicycle. No clue how, but shooting for the stars. Pushing off the ground, the air is all around me, speeding down our little hill. Flying in an instant, home is growing distant. Just a moment, everything is still. Then I'm on the ground and bleeding, feeling like a fool for speeding. Suddenly my sister's near and picks me up and dries my tear. And then she says to me, pay no mind to cuts and bruises, scrapes and scars or small abuses. Whenever you fall or your back's to the wall, just take a sec and breathe. Sticks and stones may leave you broken, but bitter words are best unspoken. Maybe now you've got this, but I promise you, sis, there's new skin underneath. Years go by, I finally mastered my grown-up bike, learned to drive, graduated school. Met a guy, not all that bright, but I didn't mind. He was older, that meant he was cool. I was just 19 and he was kind of mean, but still someone that was good enough. Played the doting girlfriend, swimming toward the deep end, smiling and always staying tough. Then he ditched me for my roommate, told me that I had to lose weight. Then my sister came to stay and helped me wipe my tears away. And then she said to me, pay no mind to stupid exes, and especially if the sex is bad. Forget loser guys, hey, I promise I'm wise. Just take a sec and breathe. What won't kill you makes you stronger, so don't you crack it any longer. Put 'em out of your brain, even when you're in pain. There's so much underneath. And you know I believed her for a while, at least she was right. And now I'm stuck here to grieve her, so I've learned how to give up the fight. Can't take any more pain, got it out of my brain. I've learned to start again. Because she said to me, pay no mind to cuts and bruises, scrapes and scars or small abuses. Whenever you fall or your back's to the wall, just take a sec and breathe. Love and life have left me broken. All my bitter words are spoken. There's no reason to cry, and I don't have to try. There's so much underneath. And because of my sis, I can promise you this, there's nothing underneath.
Doc, I think I've decided who should get the procedure.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Thank you all very much for coming. None of you should take this. Go home.
Holly.
None of you should be like me. I've ignored everything for so long, pushed everything so far inside. For nothing. It was for nothing. All of you go, find yourselves, keep going to therapy, keep doing something, anything.
Holly, stop.
I'm sorry, Doc. Maybe I won't get better today, in a month, or in 10 years. Maybe I'll wake up every day in pain for the rest of my life. Even if that's true, I don't want to stop caring.
No, this isn't how it's supposed to go. None of you will ever know the life you could have lived if you walk out that door. No fear, I can make your life seem so clear. All you have to do is stay here. Take a little pill, your odds are 1 in 4. I can take away the panic in your brain. I can make it so a year's not spent in vain. Make the bottle feel like fire in your hand. And get your boy back so the world will understand. Trust in me and change your life. Slay your demons with my knife. Don't let Holly take the only chance you found. You know just as well as me, I'm your only shot to see a bright tomorrow where you turn it all around. 'Cause as much as we wish we could change on our own, the fact that you're here has undeniably shown that while your sentiments might be entirely pure, the stone cold fact of the matter is that you're nothing without me. Nothing without me. No.
Me?
Knew exactly what you had to do. You could have made our dreams come true. Who cares about the few when we could fix them all?
You can't fix them all.
I
You
see the way the world's supposed to be.
Me.
We could be making history. Me.
You.
I'm the only one who heard your desperate call. You were battered when we met 2 years ago. Nothing mattered to you, wallowing in your own sorrow. Better docs than me would leave you out to dry. But you were broken, so I knew I had to try. Trust in me and change your life. Slay your demons with my knife. That's the promise that I made you from the start. You know just as well as me, I'm your only shot to see a bright tomorrow where you wouldn't fall apart. 'Cause as much as we wish we could change on our own, the fact that you're here has undeniably shown that while your sentiments might be entirely pure, the stone cold fact of the matter is that you're nothing without me, Holly. Nothing without me. No, nothing without me. You are nothing without me.
Doc takes one of the pill cocktails and throws it at Holly. Doc exits. Holly kneels down in the mess surrounding her. She is alone.
Breathe, Holly. Holly, just breathe. What have I done for 7 years? One single night for all my fears. I lost myself when I lost her. I can't go back to how things were. No simple fix to make things right. But no tunnel ends without a light. No way around it, let's go through. It's gonna hurt, but this we knew. Not gonna leave my past behind.
It's finally time to break these walls. My life means more than girls in malls. It's time to face the life I've made by breaking down this barricade.
I'll face what's next while standing strong.
Sometimes I'm gonna get it wrong.
There's still heartache on the road ahead, but we're here when all the stormy weather's done and said. Every challenge is a chance to find another way that I can finally change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind. The future's coming fast. Move forward with the past. I spend my nights awake, knowing someday there's a break. I know somewhere out there there's a better life to find. It's time that I
Holly and Holly's sister Cecilia, played by the same actor for Doc, are in a car. Holly is riding in passenger and Cece is driving. Cece turns on the overhead light.
Did you leave your bag there?
That's so bright. Turn it off.
Where's your bag?
It's in the...
The what? The trunk? What are you saying, idiot?
You're an idiot.
No, you are.
Turn the lights off, idiot.
Holly tries to reach for the overhead light but fails.
Here.
Cece turns off the light.
Oh, that's so much better.
Your bag better be in the back.
It is. It is.
And don't fall asleep before we get home. I don't want to carry you inside.
Oh, no. No. We're gonna have to sneak past Mom.
It'll be fine.
No, it's not. She's gonna know. She always knows, and then she's gonna yell.
It's 2 a.m. Mom's asleep. If she's not, I'll distract her.
You drank too.
Not as much as you. I'm fine.
Ugh, I always give her opportunities to jump on me like this. Always.
We'll be fine, idiot.
I am an idiot.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I messed up everything tonight, didn't I? Cam's never gonna talk to me again. I just destroy everything.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Cam was an asshole.
No, Cam was nice.
No, he acted nice. He never did anything nice. You deserve someone who's actually nice. Someone who actually listens to you and doesn't let your words go in one ear and out the other.
At least he pretended.
No, fuck pretending. You deserve something real. I mean it. You'll find someone soon. Someone who takes you in just as you are. No compromises.
I don't need anyone.
No, you don't. That too. And I'm only being nice to you because you won't remember.
Cece looks over. Holly has fallen asleep.
Idiot. I love you.
Another night the same, where every dream's a nightmare. And though I'll take the blame. I'll keep pretending I don't care. I used to feel okay. I didn't mind pretending the pain would go away. That fairy tale is ending. Before I was so happy, even if a